What's up, everybody? So it is Miss Glover, and I'm back again with another video for this week. And today's video is on inequality. So you might be wondering, what is an inequality? So an inequality is similar to an equation, but it has no equal sign, and it also has more than one solution. So with that being said, let's talk about the symbols we're going to use since we don't use equal signs anymore. So an inequality has a less than symbol, greater than symbol, a less than or equal to symbol, and a greater than or equal to symbol. So these are all of your symbols for an inequality. Now let's talk about what those symbols mean. So those symbols mean that you are going to use those symbols to help you plot the inequality using the number line. So when you use the number line, you have open dots and you also have closed dots. So when you have open dots, that means you have the less than or the greater than symbols, and that's what you're going to apply on the number line. When you have closed circles, you have the greater than or equal to symbols, the greater than or equal to, or the less than or equal to symbols, right? So that's closed dots, and then you have your open dots. So let's hop into a few examples and talk about what those means. So before we get there, I want to tell you that if you use a closed dot, which are your less than or equal to or your greater than or equal to symbols, that means you are including that number in that solution. So for an example, if you have 3 is greater than or equal to, you're including 3 in that solution, so therefore you are going to shade that circle, which is why it is a closed circle. All right, so let's try to work a few examples, and then we'll be back with like 2 examples, and you'll be able to do it on your own. So here I am with our very first example. So we got x is greater than or equal to -3. So x is a number that is greater than or equal to -3. So let's think about that. -3. What number do we know is greater than -3? So of course, all of our positive numbers, right? So that means all of these numbers are greater than -3. So that means this solution has more than one answer, which is why it is an inequality. So let's figure out how we're going to use a number line to plot this this solution. So we're going to start with -3, right? So we're going to put an open circle for now. So we got a circle on -3 because that's our starting point. So x is greater than or equal to. So that means x could be equal to -3. So because it can be equal to -3, we are going to shade this circle so that we can include it. So this greater than or equal to symbol means we had a closed circle. That closed circle was including the -3. So that closed circle means we included -3 in our solution set. Now, let's figure out which way or which direction we are going to shade. So we said that we already know the positive numbers are greater than, so let's shade in that positive direction. So we're going to shade this away. So all of those numbers to infinity will be greater than or equal to -3, and they will fit this solution set. So another easy way to know which direction you are shading is to look at the symbol. So you pretend that it's an arrow and you draw this line to complete that arrow. It's telling you to shade to the right. So we're going to shade that way. So that wasn't hard at all. So let's try one more example. All right, so this time we got x is less than 4. So x is just less than 4. So where do you think we're going to start plotting our points? Good job. So we're going to start with our solution. We're going to start at 4. So for now, I'm going to put an open circle. All right, so we're starting at 4. Let's read this problem again. So x is less than 4. So less than 4. So it's not including 4 this time. So we actually can leave this open circle. So this will be an open dot problem. So we're not including 4 this time because we just want numbers that are less than 4, not less than or equal to 4. All right, so boom, we got an open circle. Now let's think about which direction we're going to plot. So we know 3 is less than 4. 2 is also less than 4. So we have more than one solution. So now, which direction do you think we're going to shade? Right, so I'm going to draw my arrow to show you one more time. So if I use an arrow, I'm going to finish it off with this line, and it's telling me to shade to the left. So that's where I'm going to shade, to the left. And that means all of these numbers to the left of 4 fits this solution set. So all of those numbers to the left of 4 are less than 4. Now, that was not hard at all, right? So I want you to go ahead and try. If you need to restart this video to catch the beginning, do so, right? So you got open circles, closed circles. Then you have your 4 inequality signs. So replay the video if you need extra help, but I want you to go ahead and try some practice problems on your own. See you later. This is Ms. Glover checking out.